Have you ever made a choice not because it felt right, but because you didn't want to disappoint someone else? Maybe it was staying in a job you hated, agreeing to a life decision you weren't sure about, or pursuing a dream that wasn't even yours. This isn't just a common struggle, it's a silent crisis. Too often, we sacrifice our authenticity for the comfort of others. But here's the hard truth: staying true to yourself often means letting others down, and that's okay. Let's explore why this happens, how it affects us, and how we can find the courage to disappoint others to live authentically. From an early age, we're taught to seek approval. A child learns that a good grade earns praise, a smile pleases their parents, and following the rules keeps them out of trouble. This desire to please becomes ingrained, and as adults, it shows up in all areas of life. Taking on responsibilities we don't want to avoid saying no, choosing careers or partners to meet family expectations, avoiding difficult conversations for fear of upsetting someone. At its core, this fear stems from our need for connection. We believe that disappointing others might threaten those connections, making us feel alone or rejected. But ironically, living a life that isn't true to ourselves often creates a deeper loneliness. Consider Emma, a talented artist who gave up her dream to take over her family's business. Her parents were proud, her community applauded, and outwardly, her life looked perfect. But inside, she felt a growing emptiness. Every day she worked at the business, she moved further away from herself. This is the hidden cost of people-pleasing: resentment. When we prioritize others' expectations, we often feel bitter toward those we're trying to please. Burnout. Living for others is exhausting. Constantly suppressing your desires can lead to stress and emotional fatigue. Loss of identity. Over time, we can lose touch with who we are, unsure of what we truly want. The power of saying no. Let's shift to relationships. Imagine a man named Chris who always says yes to his friends' plans, even when he's exhausted. He fears that saying no will make him seem selfish or uncaring. But over time, this constant compliance drains him, leaving him irritable and distant. True relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, thrive on authenticity. By saying no when you mean no, you're not rejecting the person, you're simply honoring your boundaries. The people who truly care for you will respect that. Hey guys, quick reminder, support our channel by hitting like, subscribing, and turning on notifications. It really helps us grow. The courage to disappoint. Disappointing others is never easy, especially when it involves people we love. But here's the truth: the discomfort of disappointing someone else is temporary, while the regret of betraying yourself can last a lifetime. Practical steps to build this courage. Reframe disappointment. Disappointing someone doesn't mean you're being selfish or unkind. It simply means you're making a choice that aligns with your values. Communicate with compassion. For example, let's say your parents want you to pursue a high-paying job, but you're drawn to a creative field. Instead of shutting them down, try explaining. I understand why this matters to you, but I've realized my happiness lies elsewhere. I hope you can support me in this. Start small. Practice disappointing others in low-stakes situations. Say no to plans you don't want to attend or express a differing opinion in a conversation. These small acts build the muscle of authenticity. Visualize the alternative. Ask yourself, if I continue to live for others, where will I be in 5 years? This exercise can clarify why staying true to yourself is worth the discomfort. A woman named Lena had been in a long-term relationship that no longer felt right. Her partner was kind, their families were intertwined, and everyone expected them to marry. Breaking up would hurt him deeply and shock their community. But Lena knew she couldn't keep living a lie. After months of soul-searching, she ended the relationship. It was painful, but it also freed her to explore who she was outside of societal expectations. A year later, she met someone who aligned with her true self, and she often reflects on how letting others down allowed her to build the life she loves. Picture this: you wake up one morning with no obligations to fulfill anyone else's expectations. No one is watching, judging, or dictating your decisions. What would you do differently? This isn't just a hypothetical exercise. It's the essence of authenticity. Living authentically doesn't mean rejecting everyone else's input. It means filtering that input through your values, keeping what resonates, and letting go of the rest. This week, identify one area where you've been prioritizing others over yourself. It could be a career decision, a relationship, or even a simple habit like always agreeing to plans you don't enjoy. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to or because it's expected of me? What would I choose if I didn't fear disappointing someone? Yes, it's hard to disappoint others, but the alternative, disappointing yourself, comes at a far greater cost. By living authentically, you'll not only find deeper satisfaction but also attract relationships and opportunities that align with who you truly are. So next time you feel the weight of someone else's expectations, remember this: their disappointment is temporary, but your truth is forever. Choose wisely.